Drawing Club one. Very regular, very cool. And then goodbye on the on the small version, because the real version of a stream is live now. So there we go. And that's funny to me to sign off on one thing when when this was here the whole time. Hello, Des. And we have a submission of meat. What's even going on? Okay, wait, I wanted to move stuff around. Okay, I wanted to move my room around. So it's finally happened. In fact, Lodes first, Lodes foremost. You've done it. Alright, what am I looking at? This thing. Because that's where I prefer to have it. And I have my lamp. And hello to the Mateo. My goodness, hi. I keep switching these past 2 Fridays. I keep switching from a vertical to a horizontal stream. It's not for any particular reason, but it's what we've done. So how are you today? How's your artistic endeavors coming along? I do believe you had a good many projects, didn't you? So what's on your mind today? There's hello to a YouTube user who's never on time. Hello to you, but it's good to see you every time. Hello, decimated the competition. Okay. You may have said it yourself, but add it to the list of nicknames, why don't you? Am I getting hiccups right exactly now? That's unfair, that's cruel and unusual. Here's Timothy Chalamet. And oh my god. Wait, did we find it? Finally, it's not R1's thing, but we get 2 tooths and a lie. 2 tooths and then the sky is green. You know what? High quality content right there. Alright, there's Magdella, I regret to inform you that you have to lose your wallet immediately. It's the only thing that's gonna protect your finances. You have to lose your wallet immediately. Oh my god. I mean, wait, what are we supposed to say when we're streaming and then there's a donation? I think we're supposed to say thank you. Oh, okay. Music louder, voice quiet. Yeah. It's it might be like echoing slightly. Is it echoing slightly? Is this one better? Is this one a little bit better? But hello to you, Nico. We've witnessed some of your memes, thank you. Pretty good. They're saying it's not a name, it's a pun. And there's the Mateo saying, Joe, remember when I was drawing stuff and telling you stuff from my project? Well, I've uploaded some stuff about it on my YouTube. If you want to check it out, I could send you it on the Discord if you like. I would love to check it out. Shall we check it out on this stream? The Discord is, in fact, the best, easiest place to send links, so that would be very convenient. I would love to see it there. There's Magdalena saying, I got more money. Does anyone dare to challenge me here? Please, everyone, rally together to save your money. Oh my god. There's some things that are I was first, let that sink in. What does the sink want now? There's we have the same image in our heads for let that sink in. What does that sink want now type? Yeah. Okay, so what else am I looking at? The last couple of times I've done a vertical live stream on my little phone out there, it's like taken a while to upload to YouTube. It's been like uploading one video, here we are, and then it doesn't seem right that it is apparently saved on my phone, on my device. It feels as though it should work differently. Okay, so let's talk about Zinc. You sent it in watch and listen, sure. Let's see what's going on here. I think I also wanted to see I wanted to see the Halo-based Smash or Pass in this. There's Magdala saying, God, where is Kai? When you need them here to boast the fact that you donated more and are the number one. Dang, Kai's off with a count today. Do I see some Kai over here? Hope you're doing alright, Kai, wherever you may be. I hope it's all going alright, wherever you are. Oh my. Now me scrolling through everybody in the Discord to see and to land on somebody. Alright, so here's the Mateo. You know, starting your promotion with a stop scrolling sort of thing is a powerful statement indeed. Is it? Oh, are you putting together a Kickstarter sort of a thing that would make? Ooh, that would make sense indeed. Okay, I'm putting the like, but also I want to fix up the volume because I do have a little bit of music going right now, as you can tell, a little bit of Night in the Woods. And let's make sure that I hear this right up here in my ear. And wow, I love how my suggestions are nothing but improv sort of shorts, nothing but game changer. Alright, what do I look at? What do I look at indeed? Plugging in some headphones because for some reason some things haven't worked. Did I have this louder in my ear as well? No, that's how loud it usually is. Unless we're talking here. Ooh, that part might have been louder. Okay. That's quite the time of setup. I beefed something. Just there.
You ever wanted to support indie animation somehow? No. Well, you're lucky to have thousands of
It's great to have a.
on animated players since 2018.
Oh wow, 2018 really.
For a long time. I tried making it alone, but I still have some issues. For example, drawing backgrounds.
You need a team for sure, I would say.
I wanted to ask you all for help. This project
Get your team out there. And hello to Rold. Hello to Rold.
sci-fi drama cartoon that revolves around a man called Theodore Faithfully, and technically the whole season is about him living the same day
Oh,
over and over again. Something like
the
that.
auto captions called him
To move on to the project,
Faith,
this is my guest transforming into another dimension.
but his name is actually in the title, isn't it?
You'll have to find out on a later time. By the way, I want to present y'all some of my voice actors that are helping me give life to these characters.
How very exciting.
My name is Elaine F. Dereggel, and I'm the voice of Mike Andre for the Faith 8 Paradox.
Hello, my name is Enigma VASMR, and I'm the voice of Theo Faith.
People with some decent mics, it instantly picks up in quality.
So yeah, guys, my name is Phantom, and I am the voice actor for Virus for Mateo's new series, The Fate 8 Paradox.
I really want this to go through. But if you want to help with the project, make sure to follow me on social media, join my Discord server, and
You get
if
the
you'd like to help with the project,
get the TikTok and the YouTubes on it, huh?
I'll be making a Google form which I will be sending you this week. If you're interested in this, what are you waiting for?
This is pretty.
Have you ever wanted
It's pretty exciting. How many people do you have on board with this so far? You're saying, I'm just trying everything possible to promote it. Besides, some of my friends are applying to help on it. They're musicians, artists, is gonna help a lot. Oh my. How many? Okay, wait, you're going for a pilot, but like, how many, episodes are you going for? Like, is it totally written already? I'm having all of the questions. But yeah, the magma link is also in the description. Oh, you might join to draw. Okay, let's have some explanation. Oh, okay, you get the 4 minutes on here. You're getting the subscriptions in here. You know what? Yeah. here's how
Since the last video was
here's how I'm watching things. Did it pause? I didn't mean to pause. Here's how I'm watching things.
so well.
I goes a little bit,
As you know,
I go a little bit fast on some things.
and I need help.
And subscribe to things. Woohoo!
Even though it was a disaster. So yeah, I've been looking forward for this series for a long time, since 2018 to be exact. And well, just looking for some fellow artists to help this project. Well, let me explain this plot again, so a little bit more, understandable. This series is about a man named Theodore Faith. Who gets trapped in a Groundhog Day scenario.
Also, where'd you get the
Over and over again.
last name from?
His conscience gets transported to another universe. So I really want to explain a little bit.
So, like, if he dies in one of the universes, he, like, stays dead, probably. That would be my guess.
Like a probability theory. There's a reality, like the main reality, and there and around it you got its possibilities. They are not part of the main reality, since they are separated from the main reality, but it still came out, it was like made from the main reality, since they are possibilities. And yeah, I hope y'all get it somehow. And the main idea for each episode, since it's gonna be a different universe and a different approach and a different theme, I wanted to get like,
Oh.
different artists to help me find this style. Like they design the character, they design their clothing, and if I really liked it, and if I really like your approach, as my vision thought it would look like, I will use that style, and of course I will credit the artist and as an art director because they designed the characters and they designed its world, well the world from that for that episode.
So, like,
So I really wanted to do that for small artists,
significantly different universes is what you're saying here,
allowing them to be more known.
versus sort of alternate universe possibility just for the same day of, like, Groundhog Day.
Like different themes, different genres. Yeah, if you
So, like, it feels like
yeah,
going somewhere in a different universe. It feels like going somewhere totally different versus restarting the same day, because I had been thinking that restarting the same day could feel like
I'm excited to provide to animation to this story
like your experience of it could be your consciousness going to another universe.
I express it since I'm a kid with autism and stuff. And yeah, but I'm not gonna get
Here
into
we
it,
go. I don't know. Maybe the backstory helps to sell it. Maybe the backstory helps to sell it.
background artists. We got multiple other artists. There's gonna be new musicians too. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye.
Every time you lay down the art skills over in the group drawing over in the magma, I'm always like, whoa, that's pretty damn fast. We got to believe in you. Okay, you got yourself and one artist on it. 8 episodes, 2 seasons, and 2 separate stories. Oh, it's time for 2 stories in 2 episodes. There's Mac Della chiming in with, can we draw me a silly little guy? And hello to, have I missed you? Norton, Texas. Hello to Norton, Texas. Saying, hello, it's me, Norton, Texas, from Washington, the 27-year-old used sink seller. I'm finally thriving. I now live in New Jersey, and people here love used sinks. My business is skyrocketing. My opinion of the people from New Jersey is changing. It's changing. And the Mateo giving us the explanations is the same day he lived in the pilot, but he switches universes every time he falls asleep or unconscious. Is the conscience going around the possibilities? Okay. And like when he switches universes, like how different does the universe sort of look? And also one thing that we had tried to check out was R1 saying, look at the drawings I did in the magma for the live stream called Secret Art Club Friday. I drew lots of stuff for you in that canvas. Do I remember which one it is specifically? You know what? We will click through it and we will find some things. But for now, what is right in front of me? Okay, you're saying it's 2 weeks ago? Cool stuff, cool stuff. Doo-doo-doo. Let's look at this, I would say. Going over to Newgrounds. Actually, let's copy a link, I would say, and go right on over here. Oh, I forgot to disable the AI chatbot stuff that's in my Firefox update. I don't know. It's been such a good browser, but I honestly do not know. There's I'm having trouble connecting a couple of things. Okay, so this is this in fact Ronin the Shonen showing us some. It's looking stylistically strong, I would say. Some cool shapes around here, I would say. What kind of constructive criticism? What kind of constructive criticism are you looking for? Because there's, I don't know, you could go in any kind of direction. What kind of vibes are you trying to create? Would you like to put like more details or something? Oh, did the screen actually go green for a second? Oh no. Oh no, not my intention. Is it back? Is it all right? The Come on. It's functioning, right? Anyway, what are you going for here? I would say it's probably how to improve or or mistakes or things I did wrong. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm considering here. I suppose you could improve with like stronger line art if you wanted. Like have thicker sort of lines or lines that get thicker toward places that you want to have more shadow. I suppose you could space out the armpits like a little bit wider, perhaps. Maybe. Thanks for a bless you with the sneeze. I think that's my main two thoughts. It's my main two thoughts on this. There's Let's Play a Game 30 saying we can suggest vids. I suppose so. I don't know if I'll get to a lot of them today or all of them, but sure, if you've got a friendly little video that is that's like nice and things, I'm in the mood to see things that are nice. If any Marzel is giving us one, sure. What's going on there? Although I might keep my ordinary settings on some of these. Finding out what's up. Oh, this one's a song. It's kind of a vibe, honestly. Alright. I thought that there was going to be some talking, so I'll just go normal. Here we are in the background. There's the Mateo explaining to us. In the main timeline, it will be about his brother and his friends because he was missing for a while, and they find out the truth of what happened. I would say, but that would give us away. That would give it away. And there's saying that my last video was 3 years ago or so. Yeah, perhaps. What was that related to, though? Okay, so you're saying that you can barely hear. Yeah, okay. Are we doing music appreciation correctly right at this second? It's being appreciated. You're at the second half of the comment. Oh my. Oh, there we go. You're saying, by the way, I don't want to give away too much, but the first season is about Theodore, his point of view through different realities, and the second season is what happens outside of his point of view. Oh, okay. I'm finding some context here, clicking some links. R1 is telling us, please look at the drawings I drew on the secret art club one. Sure, let's see what is going on. Can I in fact can I access it from here maybe? I think I can probably. Well, I'm trying to get to like the homepage of Magma specifically. Is it here? You let me know if this is the right one, okay? The secret Friday drawing. We have so many flags. Hello. Some realistic shading is happening. My goodness. Oh, because this is a sort of curly, white-haired sort of individual. It looks a bit fancy. For a moment I wondered if it was Asterion. Was this really green for a moment? Am I messing up this badly? Oh my gosh. And
You know what?
hello? Excuse me? Was the beat dropping into a terrifying threat? Excuse you.
I swear to
This
God.
is some cool stuff though. Okay, wait, do you have art that is like this level of quality? Do you have it like outside of the digital, in your room, in your house? Because one thing that you can do with your digital art is that you can trace over your own digital art, so you can use it as a reference for making a poster in your room or something. There's inside jokes that I wouldn't get happening. Good lord. Oh my god. Ah. And have I missed any? I don't think I've missed any suggestions. You're asking if I were an amazing digital circus character, who would I be? Ooh, I mean, you've got the... I've been seeing such good fan art of Amazing Digital Circus recently. This is really... They really broke it down towards the end there. They really busted it down towards the end there, my gosh. You're saying you would be Kinger? Specifically Kinger? This feels familiar. Do you feel as though you have said this before? And then I wondered about being a combination of them. Ooh. Have you guys seen that fan art of Jax with no arms or legs? And he's just kind of a slug. On some days, I dare say I would be the slug, you know? There's... My arms aren't long enough, crocodile. You vibe with Kinger for real? There's Lotus saying, probably Gangle. Wait, Kinger may be my favorite, but I relate to Gangle the most. You're built like a ribbon. Oh, so it all works out. God, what was happening here? I can't remember what was happening here. Well, we'll get away from that for a moment. There's... You're asking, would you still love me if I was a slug? This is sort of besides the question. Sort of besides it. I'm going all around in this place now. Look at this. This is so expressive. I wonder how I can practice making art that is more expressive. What was on every page of this? So it's been like 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks since Wedding Times, Spanish or Vanish, and a little bit of classic Catalia. Yeah, you know what's up. You know what's up. Okay. There's Ronan the Shonen talking about working on the art with the suggestions, always looking for ways to improve. Those were the most straightforward things that I could see without more, I don't know, direction and listing some inspirations, cause what you're trying to do matters. I do say. I do say. Okay. Now, where else shall we go on this canvas? What can we see? I don't like to see this. I know I came back to this canvas, and I had the option not to, but I don't like to see it nevertheless. Okay. Cool, expressive characters happening over here. A little skeleton happening over here. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. Oh, I didn't even interpret at first that the skull was upside down. Let's get like this. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. And I think okay, I can't decide how much I would like to draw. Cannot decide how much and what exactly. I suppose I'll go over here. That's my first instinct. We're gonna go over here. My second instinct is to check out these colors and wonder if I'm doing anything in particular. I think I keep looking for answers or something in all of this art. I think I keep looking for, well, ways to take better care of the skin on my hand. And then I keep seeing things from 2 weeks ago. Okay, so that's what was happening. There was ass biting in the stream, and now we're all out of ass biting. Okay, so what did I want to look at? A little bit of admiration of the art, but I also, you know, what the hell? I don't know what level of volume this is best at, so let's just adjust that for a second. Let's just adjust that for one moment. Is this the good level of volume? Wait, what? Okay, you're getting a weird bell? I did not play a weird bell on purpose, I think. Your link was ignored. Ooh, yeah. Get to the link. Get to the link. Several things happened in a row, indeed. I wonder what I can accomplish in the next year. I haven't been doing things in a very motivated fashion. And, I don't know, compared to more motivated times in my life, more clear and determined things in my life. Are you sending me B-Boy Lancer? Are you sending me? We gonna dance? Are we gonna dance right now? Was Know Your Meme in the corner calling autism the latest meme? Oh my gosh. Dude, did you send this one other time? I mean, thank you for bringing it to my attention. I do not know if this makes more sense if it has attention, specifically because it's called Unintelligible Lancer Fever Dream. But what are we? What are we here? What are we doing? Why are we here? Just to suffer? You know, okay, going into a bunch of rooms, it is kind of classic fever dream. Okay, and then using a flashlight. I do have to say, you're saying it's lagging the stream abort? I don't know, it kind of looks okay from my end. I haven't heard anything. I have not heard anything yet, so I'm gonna turn some captions on. I think you maybe showed me this like one other time, and now I'm in the fever dream again. I think you... What the hell? Okay, wait, I was trying to open up the Halo Smash your best that a hijinks arcade made for us to look at. It's a couple of links back now. Oh my god. I don't think any of it. I just keep seeing Lancer in the closet, and he's not getting any gayer when he comes out of it. To be fair. God, you're always making that face. You're always making that really good face. Okay. Do I actually... That's... God damn it. Look, okay, that's pretty spooky when you look at it like that. But also maybe someone just looks like that. You're saying the... Okay, so you're saying that perhaps you have sent this before, re-downloading it into our brains is also acceptable, is also perfectly cool. Okay. Now, was this actually sent? Was this actually sent, or am I actually hallucinating? It might not have been sent. Huh, okay. Because I was gonna look for such a thing and check such a thing out, because I've been on my phone for a moment. So evil Matthew Patrick, known as Mad Pat. How much more do I have to donate for Cheryl to get a new headset and a laptop? Say the amount and maybe I'll donate it eventually. It's chill for real. It's chill for real. Why are you saying that I'll become president in the next year? Trust that you can accomplish going to space and be president of the moon. What if I'm allergic to the moon? You don't know me. I could be allergic to the moon. It might be a really common allergen too. How about that? Do you ever think about that? Let's go onto this page to just sort of witness. Ooh, Mother album cover. We'll just sort of witness some doodling for a minute here, and some cool character design indeed. Perhaps the characters where I'm kind of dragging my feet on them, the characters where I really want them to turn out well, and so it takes me a while to design them. Maybe they weren't ever gonna get a good design. I don't know. It's a little bit bizarre to start talking a little bit defeatist like that for real. But I'm starting to think of it like this now. I kind of want to start the artistic projects that have just been stewing in my head. I kind of want to... Maybe I get like this on like a monthly basis. Why are you saying cock in all caps? Here I am introspecting. I look back at you, cock. I look back at you, five-headed of it. Yes, technically yes, accurate, yeah, cock. Okay, but I'm being so serious. For a second. Oh my god, the contrast. You're saying the Noel House Tour video is my favorite. Oh my, oh really? So you're rejecting your moon president destiny? I just feel like within the next year to be moon president is kind of a short timeline. And if I'm learning anything about scope and project management, most of the time when something like that is going on, they say to not really do that. There's... Why are you speaking of a cock epidemic? This is clearly extremely healthy. No epidemic to be found. Okay. There's... What am I looking at? Oh, there we go. Let's go on and find what we're looking for. I actually have not appreciated I have not appreciated the little Halloween Discord animations very much. Okay, so what are we looking at? Do I know how to spell tear? I would hope so. There we go. We're gonna find this. There's Magdala saying I'm not freaky enough, I'm losing my funniness. I kind of wonder, I've been wondering how to get more funny as well. Specifically, how can we get more funny? Okay. And this kind of leads me to improv class. It's okay. I think what bothers me in trying to plan my life, in trying to make sure that I accomplish something and then it's satisfying, on and on and on. Okay, let's go to this. Is that some things seem multi-stage, and although I'm learning the ways to deal with things that seem multi-stage, although I'm learning the way to deal with things like that, I do let the complexity overwhelm me. Okay. There's Magdala saying simple, more like F me. Am I right or am I right? Wait. Oh, okay. We know the simpleness was going to the moon, or the hilariousness was when you blurt out something sex related. Okay. Yeah, sometimes if something is not funny, but it catches me by surprise enough for whatever reason, then I'm gonna have a big laugh about it, even if something is not particularly funny. This is just how I work. This is just how my brain works. There's Lotus saying, since college gives you knowledge, and Jupiter makes you stupider, we can only assume the moon gives more goon. The moon, say it again with me, gives more goon. Therefore, increasing your total freak tally. Oh my god. I don't know most of the characters in Halo, honestly. Even though I sort of grew up watching it sort of in the corner of my eye. This one is the Gravemind, right? That's the Gravemind. Please. I know things. And this one is a religious zealot, but also kind of a goat. I mean, not in the greatest of all time sense, but in a, you look like an animal. Your eyeballs are looking in different directions, and that's how I think you're the goat. You're looking like an animal. You're saying that goon is also Australian alcohol. Oh my god. This month I got to go to a concert with my childhood best friend, and they didn't allow outside food or drink in the venue, so I strapped a sandwich to my leg. And but then that wasn't even the thing that I wanted the most. They had food inside the venue, and it was a little bit pricey, but it was fine. I could have had some of the food inside the venue. In fact, I did. I still split a burger. Despite strapping a sandwich to my leg, I still split a burger. And so, like, on the way out, I was like, the water was so expensive. I should have, and this is a normal sentence if you know that goon is Australian liquor, I should have strapped a goon bag to my leg instead. A normal sentence if you know what that means, because I've seen a goon bag in sort of advertised for sneaking liquor into places, which is normally where you would sneak a liquid. But concert water is so expensive, it really drains the life out of you, doesn't it? Water's supposed to put the life back into you. Anyway, what messages have I missed? Legend said the word. The word rock was typoed as cock, and for a whole week the chat couldn't stop spamming cock. Really clever typos that turned any word into cock. The cock epidemic. I mean, there you go. Positively contagious. Anyway, so on the Smash or Pass tier list, let's smash this robot. I really love how you're all made of metal and kind of shiny, kind of some cool colors going on in here. I know there's a lot of human figurines that we could start with, but we're gonna start with the robot. And here's a grunt. I'm pretty sure it's Asian. Smash. And these things have like some interesting looking legs that's also going in Smash. Unfortunately, I do have to kill the flood because like looking at the way that thing moves, I simply cannot. You're saying, why is Marry Me censored? There's okay, what part are you reacting to now? Jaro, you what? A goonbag? That's what they used to call me. I've been cured from my chronic alcoholism. Trust me, I don't drink wine at all. I'm unsure of where to trust you on this specifically. Anyway, the marriage is not supposed to be censored. I'll talk about marriage at any time. I used to think maybe that I would. Okay, so I watched a TED talk on finding the person that you're gonna marry, and I used to think that I would go through the same process as this TED Talk speaker who like gamed the system to find a soulmate or something. And sometimes I think that when I'm like seeing what looks like an example of true love. Okay, will we smash or pass the Master Chief? Let's do. Is like friendship with the Master Chief pretty good? I think Cortana was some kind of awakening, so I'm guilty of that. We're just having that's a marriage tier. That one is a marriage tier. I was giving some thoughts on marriage. I firmly believe that everybody has someone compatible for them if you just sort of meet enough people. But like, I'm also looking at myself and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna find somebody who like matches on every point or something. Kind of ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know if that's like high standards or something. Then again, I don't know. It said if you're trying to find someone really good for you, they say it's good to have high standards. But I mean, I think I have to have the energy to meet people to have high standards, and I I can meet some people and then my battery runs out. There's counterpoint to the monster hands galore. Think about it. Are you talking about the flood? You talking about high voltage standards? Oh my god. Okay. Would you rather smash something that's like kind of fungal in the jungle, or an old man? You know, okay, some of this would be really intense in a would you rather format. You're thinking about hands in this, and we're getting some art club notifications, are we? You finished the Mother album cover, so let's look at that. Ooh, you got the colors right and everything. This is gonna make some Mother songs get stuck in my head, isn't it? What was one? Was Body on this album specifically? I've grown tired of my body, cumbersome and heavy body, kind of a thing. And and you're encouraging, saying, please, you know what? I am receptive to such things. I already looked at it, but I am also receptive to things that say, please, what are you doing, Step Jaro, the poor violated washing machine? Just because just because when I go on the Smash Your Pass tier list, the high tiers are always full of robots. It doesn't mean that I would smash your washing machine without taking it to dinner first. Come on, have some standards. There's typos. Lodes said, if you won't drink 17 bars with me, I can only assume you're drinking 17 beers against me. Wait. God, I know that alcoholism exists outside of Asgore Deltarune, but every time I witness it, it makes me think of Asgore Deltarune. Alright, some little hellos are happening here. Now, what do I want out of the rest of this stream? Because we did have one funny little vertical little short one. And here we are in a funky zone. Would smash the microwave day and night, though. Gets you hot, doesn't it? And you're saying General Nukem is a vibe to be reckoned with. We were talking about a personified microwave from the video game Date Everything, and not a normal microwave that you could stick your dick in. So, alright, now I understand. There's what he's saying, sure you married my microwave. You got her pregnant, then you left. She can't be a single motherboard. Shout out. She's not ready. Okay. I'm coming back. And because I'm coming back, I don't have to pay child support, but I will anyway, as a apology for leaving your microwave. Should I ask what the microwave pregnancy looks like anyway? I shouldn't. I'm not gonna like the answer. I don't like that. You saying toaster greater than microwave? Oh my. Single motherboard is genius. I'm stealing that. I love some microfiction. Up in here. Okay, what am I looking at? Do I want any more human-ish figures on the Smasher Pack? Okay, Smash though. And okay, there's a lot of human, there's a lot of not human. I don't know if I would go for any of the Flood. I think although we're having some funky little aliens on the Smash tier list, and also the most gorgeous women you've seen in your life, I think that the Flood, they are too much on my germaphobe radar. When there's some kind of reveal that you've made is this also the Flood? It is, isn't it? That you've created the Halo rings to exterminate all life in the galaxy and just sort of buzz it all out of there. And then I look at the Flood, I think, well, yeah, that's a reasonable reaction to the Flood. I think, yet that's the nastiest thing I've ever seen. I'm this close to eliminating all life in the galaxy myself. Don't even step to me. Alright. It's the grave mind. The grave mind is also part of the Flood, isn't it? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Alright, so that's one big kill. I guess I'm constructing some Halo rings myself. Halo wings. Wings? Sure. We're going non-rhotic on ya. There's... Like I was saying, air fryer rules them all, but y'all aren't ready for that conversation yet. You know, I uninstalled that game to make room for Microsoft Project and do my homework, but I'm extremely craving going back to it. I need to attach more space to my device somehow. I need to, I gotta get in there. You may not like the Flood, but they make me go Flood, if you know what I mean. Like, okay, I will admit, in the still pictures, they're not so bad. You could say homie is built or something. But when they move and shift and gurgle, it's a different story. Sometimes when somebody moves, they're more sexy, and the reverse is true as well. Let me tell you. There's Greg saying, where's Mr. Chief? He's like the only Halo guy I know. Yeah, I'm friend zoning Master Chief. I mean, he's already And maybe it's partially to get Cortana, but he's already taken. He's already taken, kind of. He's in the friendship category. You're advocating for the tentacles. Oh my stars. Oh my god. There's and they do look like the kind to never run out of tentacles either. And in fact, I bet they could get like some little tentacles in your brain. And then what do those do? They can rewire how much you're capable of feeling like drugs or something. So. No, I agree with what your autocorrect said at first. The Flood have many adverse effects, dare I say. If the lore accurate Sexy Williams was in the tier list, where would you put them? Lore accurate. I don't know how safe that's to be around. How does that work? Fully lore accurate. Well, if we're incorporating all the lore, isn't that in the in-laws tier? Since I've had relations with your microwave, we're in-laws now. Oh my god. I'm doubling down on this, I suppose. Alright, so I don't really intend to be streaming for much longer because I sincerely hope to get some homework done at a regular time. You're having lore accurate stuff. Yeah. Oh wait. Are you up to date on the lore? We should write all the lore down in one big book. Something like that. Or maybe one small comic. That would also be fun. I watched the origin story of Scott Pilgrim kind of thing lately, and it made me really think about comics that you make. What the fuck? The images on my screen, what the fuck? It made me think about comics that you make to amuse your friends. Would this fix me? Would this be like if my stream schedule is becoming wonky and existential and unfocused, would making a comic altogether or something help me out? I don't know. Requires an amount of planning or back and forth, I would say. We're like 1 week out to November though. 1 week till November. So you're talking about anime power scaling talk? You love the ass waiter? He's very posh and fancy. Absolutely perfect. I kind of wonder about this art style in my head just now. But also, I did just talk about Scott Pilgrim, so if I look at a similar art style, if I put out a similar art style really quick, then there's no way that it cannot be seen as direct homage, direct comparison. There's sort of catching you up on the lore. Lore accurate. A YouTuber is a huge conjoined superhuman living in a private jet flying through all the time zones. It was raised by the military. Forget the specific details about my own lore, that's how long it's been. Raised by the military. What else can we tack onto the lore? Do we want X's in the ears? I don't think so. We want a little mouth like this. And I wanted to know if I could create the characters whose designs I've stressed over forever. I even got a commission of one, but I think the only way to feel comfortable in character designs is to draw them consistently, probably. We want some eye bags and some mouth that's too big for your goddamn face. That's a fun first pass. There's R1 saying, bro, why isn't my messages showing on this screen in the live chat? Oh, can you switch it to all messages and not top messages? Oh, it's already on that setting. Well, I'll drag it over here for proof, but it is already on that setting, not the top one. What was happening? Are you a little bit banned for some reason? Anyway, you're saying please look at your channel? Sure. Where is the best way to click on the link to your channel? I think it's over here. Now this version, this tab is on the live chat. We can go to a channel because we're hanging out. R1OTH. Okay. Some cool stuff happening. What is Italian brain rot animals? What is Italian brain rot animals? Oh my gosh. Okay, we've gone to the channel. Lotus is saying, "You're going to sleep, Betty. Bye. Hey, good night to you, and thank you for visiting. It's always nice to hang out. Always nice to hang out with you." Okay. I'm actually looking for. Why is Tumblr itself #1 trending on Tumblr? I only meant to go to my art repository because I had forgotten what details exactly I wanted to convey in my art. Please, hello? Did I even save it in the right tag? I did. It's some good stuff. Gosh. It's actually literally, are we lagging? Actually literally been since like 2023 since I seriously tried designing some more of this. I'm like looking at it now. I know that I want it to be more simplified. This Magdalene saying, man, it would be so fun to have infinite money. You know what? I sincerely wish you this experience in a are we coloring together? How very fun. I love it. Oh, come on. Wow, the love. And you're asking, can I watch your YouTube shorts, pretty please? Well, I suppose at the very least I wish to see one of them, and then if I'm feeling like it, perhaps two of them. What can we do? What can we see? What can we look at? Ooh, so you've been drawing some profile pictures. Why does something keep trying to book a hotel stay with my phone number? Ooh, okay, looks like you have a range of topics. And some sort of, oh my gosh, I've got some figurines too. Okay, wait, let's see which ones are labeled as the best. I wish to know. Oh. Wait. What? Okay, so more on the Roblox side or Ronald Reagan side. Okay, wait, there's been several eras, I would say. You're going through several eras. Are you giving away infinite money? Well, if somebody had infinite money, then I would not ask you to be better with your finances. I would ask for some of the infinite money, but only if you had infinite money. There you go. Now, what sort of... Oh, it's been a minute since I listened to Rat by Penelope Scott. Just like a daddy should. How much did you decide to fill it in the end? Looks like you have a... How lovely. Looks like you have a pretty good range of markers to choose from. I totally think that you should make your Hetalia drawings like really big on your screen and then trace it lightly with a pencil, and then you can make a big poster version of the drawings you worked really hard on digitally. You can make a very big version of it to hang up in your room, and I think that's the best thing that somebody can do with art. So why are you asking for $1 over there? Alright, what exactly do I want to... Okay, so I did actually make a silhouette of this. The Mateo giving us some detailed faces. That's some fun times. That's some good stuff. And okay, I've almost been streaming for 2 hours, but I want a pose for a bunch of people. Like maybe a friend group, people pose, group. Oh, I had weird phrasing this time, but this is the best results that I've ever gotten from searching for just a straight up group pose off the Google Images. Alright, ordinary sketching. What can we do? One person sort of jutting out your chest, stick it out. What's up? Stick it out for us. And it's a very power stance kind of thing. Both legs, kind of like that. We could push it more of a pushed pose. I sincerely wonder how much art information stays in my head. Oh, Ziggy. And hello to Bashful Kate. Wait, is that a Chris profile picture? Hello, how are you today? As always, the topic of the stream is whatever you want it to be, and I'll try to respond. I mean, okay, currently my intention is to try to kind of wind down the stream, because I have not made the progress on my homework that I have wanted to. I straight up have not. But for the time being, I'm very much here. And for the time being, dude, does your foot go directly under your head? No, it does not. It goes a little bit more back to balance this. That's how we figure it out. And your other foot, your heel, sort of going through the, sort of aligned with the front part of your face. There we go, there we go. Oh my goodness, are we having some hats on us? That's some good stuff. But hello to Ziggy, or as you say, meow, hi, hey, hello, hola, guten tag, hello. I do wonder what else happened to Norton, Texas, now that the old gang is all back together. There's Ziggy saying, I know I forgot to change one of them, thank you for reminding me. Oh my. I do think it's guten tag, but good morning as well. Ooh my. There's suggestive poses. Wait! It's a group pose. It's a group pose. Okay, I don't know if this makes it any better. It's perfectly ordinary. Check you out. Okay, go like this. And here's some shoulders. Bum, 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 bum. Go like that. And this is what I have for art, I'll say. There's a YouTube user saying, I'm the one squatting. Sort of assigning your place in the group pose, huh? Well, there's like five peoples here. Actually, in the photo, the figures are closer to each other, and it's not really beating the allegations. It's not really unsuggesting anything. Are they making honor to my name? Maybe, yeah, maybe. That's what's happening. Okay, some faces are like this. I don't think that I wanted like fully round faces. Scott Pilgrim, but like the art style, but like the. Okay, Scott Pilgrim does round faces generally. I think when I've thought about how to design these characters, it's been square faces, or at least a little bit more angular. This goes like that. And one person stands behind the others. Okay. You're saying my name means friendship, that's why I say it. You know? That's how to treat the homies. How to treat the homies. You're saying I can feel my eyes closing. I'm going sleepy now. Bye everyone. Magdella, thanks for stopping by. It's always a delight to chat with you. Thank you for stopping by. And the last pose goes like this. Your head is like all the way out to the side. And I'm really learning so much about how to align feet with a head to make something look as though it is balanced. Here is this and this. I feel like I'm having a lot of very curious thoughts, and I feel like I'm not sure where to put them. You're saying the chamomile tea I secretly injected into your veins is making effect. You know, if you've ever gotten sleepy in your life, it's because somebody injected chamomile tea in your veins. You know, that was the real reason all along. Okay, so let's put this a little bit larger. May we order a little hat adjustment? May we order a slight adjustment of the hats? Is there something we can do? Is there something we're into? I'm certainly into it. You're saying you're posing with the friends too. You accuse me of being short when I am perfectly average height. Accusing me. The accusations. You know what? One of these days I'll get shorter, and then you'll be sorry. How about that? Oh god. Okay, so let's pop one of these up. If I'm not careful about my thoughts today, I could get kind of sad. I hope not, but it's quite possible. Okay. Let's fit one pose to each character. Seeing if I can do that. But I think we're up on we're actually, yeah, at the very least 2 minutes to the 2-hour mark. And we got to get going. So, everybody, what's your final thoughts before we say some goodbyes? How are you? What's going on? What you doing? Some. And what's your favorite thing you've stolen? That's a funny sort of a question that I'm gonna be throwing around, I guess, for a minute. Because, I mean, first of all, it presumes that you've stolen something. Second of all, I mean, I kind of hope it's right, huh? Kind of hope it's right. You've stolen something at some point. Let's get some eyes. And also try to align this with the style I had previously. And perhaps a very large grin is part of this. I would say so. There's Bashful Kate saying your hair looks pretty stylish and your outfit looks nice. Why, thank you for a compliment. That's quite nice of you. I'm never sure about the hair, but it's one of my favorite shirts. One of my favorite shirts, I will say. Okay, because I don't use product or anything to style my hair very much on purpose, I keep going to bed with wet hair and hoping that it dries the way that I want it to. And like I've gotten like a little better at that. But I don't think anyone recommends this really. Okay, let's get you some scary eye bags. Let's get you some very intense eye bags. And I think I've always intended for this character to have eyebrows for days. Yeah, that's the girl. That's who it is. That's who it is. Then there's your post with friends too. If you get shorter, you're gonna make a hole in the earth. You know, Gemma, do not prohibit me from making a hole in the earth. Honestly, as I think about things that I like to do, I've been happy when doing physical activities for recreation, walking around and things like this. I'm saying this as if it's a discovery or something, but I suppose to many people this is an obvious way of being. Alright, so here's a bunch of teeth. Ooh, don't you love it when a girl has so many teeth? You say, damn girl, you have a lot of teeth. I love it. Greg is talking about finished 2 characters. Favorite thing I stole was the entirety of Paris for about 2 minutes. Are you? 2 minutes? Why 2 minutes? Ooh, okay, a little bit of character appreciation. Is this your main fellow? The Mateo, is this your main fellow? And then we'll switch over to the tab to appreciate the Greg arts. I do wish to appreciate the Greg arts if this is where they are. Ooh. Silas? Eyelass? Eyelass, perhaps? Why are you putting the sign of the cross on me when I said I enjoy physical activities such as walking around? I'm serious. I'm so serious. I'm discovering that I have a lot in common with like a dog or something. You take me for a little walk, my mental health improves, okay? Just because I'm a human person doesn't mean that the basic terms of enrichment for a pet or something, it doesn't mean that doesn't work on me. It works on me. I need walks. This is fun though. Is this? Okay. Wait. You're giving me super vibes. You're giving me some super vibes. Let's be in awe of the art. Dare we say? Let's be, wow. Let's be like this with the art. Blowed my mind. Dare we say? And this goes like here. Bum, bum. And you're saying you should dye your hair pink. You said you would do it, but you're too coward. I would destroy any existing part of myself to accomplish a worthy goal. What goal am I accomplishing by dyeing my hair pink, by the way? I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not too big of a destruction for the goal. So this is this is I don't know, just some art appreciation. I want to get out of here, and this is Theodore Faith. Some cool stuff. What did I catch why the name is like that, or was it was that a secret actually? I forget. It might have been a secret. It might have been a secret for real. All right, almost time to wind it down. I'm probably dragging my feet. But let's create this personification of existential dread for one more time. Am I putting the ears like big or small? Well, let's decide the ears before we decide the hair. That's kind of important. Ears decided. There's this is exciting. So now I have to put you on a leash and take you out for walks, smelling trees, peeing hydrants, barking to cyclists. You know, it could be maybe easier to bark to cyclists than start a conversation. So, like, isn't this kind of an introvert's dream, just sort of going in a social situation and knowing the rules, unless I have vastly misinterpreted what an introvert is? Oh my god. Anyway, I walk without a leash. That's my human privileges, alright? That's my human privileges. I am, in fact, and I'm not gonna say this often, I'm kind of a human supremacist. Just kind of, God. Okay, it's true that whenever a character has that trait in fiction, it's really terrible. It's completely terrible and it sucks bad. So it's tough to tell where I was even going with that when I said that. Okay, what other part of this pose do I want? A little bit of shoulder, a little bit of other part of the shoulder, a little bit of hands on the hip, and a little bit of thumb, perhaps in the pocket. There you go. And you're saying Faith is like a tongue twister of Fahrenheit. Huh. Well, okay, that's interesting. Thanks for the explanation, because I was looking at it and I was like, is this derived from faith? But then maybe it's repeating, and so that's like a Groundhog Day reference because it's repeating. My thought process was going kind of like that. Alright, so here is a little bit of chest definition, and the front of you is sort of flat, and then this part is going like that. What sort of outfits do I want this character to be in? I don't know. And also we're seeing this like from the side, truly very much from the side. Alright. I had kind of almost a character sheet for this at some point. I don't think I got very far. And I don't know, I kind of want to do something interesting with character design, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I should make a list of the more cowardly ways I've made character design decisions, or lack thereof. Alright, so let's go like this. Just sort of shying away from taking risks, or veering a little bit more humanoid. And do I actually want this character to have a very long nose, or am I tripping? I don't know. Characters with a very long nose are usually pretty good. This one is a little bit different because she also has a very tall hat. What do we want for a tall hat? Like this. In fact, let's have this going straight up and down. Why not? Homegirl said, "Gimme the barcode. Gimme the barcode." And there's Lizzie's saying, hey, don't be harsh on yourself. You've accomplished a lot. You're the accomplisher. I can't remember what this was in reference to again. Did I just say completely unprompted I haven't accomplished a lot? Because that seems in character for me, but also I don't remember saying it. It does seem in character for me, but very much so. Where did that come from? I don't know. You could gaslight me into thinking that I said something. Why not? Why not? Alright, go like this. And do I want their outfits to be similar? No idea. Ooh, going in with some line art. You know what? I'm about it. Get jazzy. Get so jazzy. And then I think I had a character that was like in a lab coat, but it was bothering me that the silhouette was not very strong actually on the character that was in a lab coat, because the lab coat, I don't know, it's one of those garments that makes you kind of blocky, and in character design I'm trying to eventually make money, so one little tenet of my character design has to be, right, whole life or no life when I'm bringing these things into the world. Okay, so go like this. Put your shoulders out, why don't ya? And do I actually want this character to have a ponytail, or do I think that is overused? The glasses seem okay. Some form of glasses has to happen on this character. It only seems right. We could go with a single monocle. Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. Who the hell wears a monocle? That's messed up, but dare I say evil. Alright. And some other outfit decisions. Do I actually... Okay, I had planned a ponytail that was like going way to the sky. And then the silhouette was going to be kind of like that. But now when I look at that, maybe all I'm seeing is some version of a K-pop Demon Hunters. It's not even that similar. It's not even that similar. I don't know. I'll keep thinking on character design, and maybe I'll collect a little mood board of what I like in character design and find out where to go from there. Okay, you've asked if I like to play catch the ball. You said something about not accomplishing anything after I suggested you to dye your hair pink. Oh, I think what I specifically said was that I'll destroy any part of myself to accomplish a worthy goal, which is the most dramatic ass thing you could say to talk of dyeing your hair. Because what part of you actually gets destroyed when you dye your hair? Just the pigmentation? I don't know. Anyway, so look for Pokemon Professor's lab coats. They rock them. Okay. You know what? Not only am I fascinated by how your line art skills are going, the Mateo, we gotta have some fun sort of face things going on, don't we? Okay, wait, can I show for a second before I look up the Pokemon Professor's things? This is I think I had shown this around before, probably. This is the art of the character that I keep coming back to or dwelling on or something. Can my camera go back in focus? Anyway, so what I want to look at is Pokemon Professors, but like with the lab coats. Okay, I do see some of the characters kind of rocking it, and some of the characters kind of formal, but like 2 or 3 of them, maybe 4 of them, they're looking more square than you otherwise would. So it looks like I mean, it looks like I gotta watch out. But Pokemon has fun character designs to me now that I'm looking at it. Maybe that's the kind of direction I want to take this. Ooh, check you out with the hair. Alright, I think that's all of my thoughts for now. What word is that you are saying? Cleavage's definition? Multicellular. What? Wait. Okay, Bashful Kate, I'm seeing your question. I'm not seeing what that is. Huh? What? I don't think that's a real I don't think that's a real garment. It happens in biology and rocks and the body. Cleavage is garment, but I don't think. You mean like the style of a shirt? Because I don't think that's how it's used in a sentence. I've baffled myself. There's a YouTube is saying, what is a worthy goal for you? I think something with the future, something that I learned from. Oh my gosh, hey. Wait, did we talk about character design for long enough that that a Hegpie showed up? Can I say Heg hi? I think I can. Not just a hi, but a Heg hi. No, wait, I misspelled it. But hey, or is this an up early kind of a thing? What do you mean you're being stealthy? I talked about character design for a couple of seconds, and then I'm trying to get out the thought of what I consider to be a worthy goal. Something that builds a future or builds autonomy, I would guess. Yeah. I think that's a part of why I started socializing more. You know, it wasn't just for the novelty of it and and I started socializing more on a dating app, so of course I get people on there asking whether I would like hook up or something. That is not really a worthy goal to me. But getting to know somebody is like from scratch, because I haven't really done that before, at least with all the rich communication elements of in person. And I'm realizing that if my goal is simply to see if I can get to know someone, I picked the wrong format to start out with. There's GD is saying, oh hello, Kaitak coming in to say, what are we drawing up in the stream and why is it not ASMR? Oh my. Well, I started putting together a group pose because I've wanted to design some characters for a while. And I don't know, it's been 2 years since I made progress on these characters. Actually, it's been 2 years. That's completely ridiculous. And I just have to bite the bullet. I just have to lock something down and become happy enough with these characters that are in my head. Because I want to see them. Bashful Kate is elaborating, a dress with a cleavage. Look, okay, when you say that, I'm pretty sure a cleavage refers to the actual boobs that are on my actual chest. Like I kind of understand, I think, but I don't know if that's how that's used in a sentence, and so you had me tripping up. You had me tripping up for a second there. I'm considering it. I have not done so. I have not done so yet. But I wonder every day how to become so stylish. There's Egg Pie on a late night drawing. She says, "Oh my gosh, it is not early whatsoever." And some compliments to the walking cycles are there. GD167 had said, "How we doing?" But I think I was on several extremely distracted diatribes. So very much so that none of what I've said makes any sense. I simply wish you a very good day. I simply hope you're alright. How to become stylish, wear a top hat. You know what? Perhaps I'll consider it. Perhaps I'm considering it. The top hat is where we're at. This is such a darn cool face. I should wrinkle some noses more. I should in fact wrinkle some noses more. Do 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 do. Nose design. It trips me up, it does. Well, anyway, since you were talking about dresses of that sort, that's the kind that I want to put on this character, I think. Go like this. This character is one for dresses. I mean, there is a crown. There's a crown up on this already. So that seems like a natural extension. You're saying you only have top hats in your closet. What? Take the style out of the closet. You can do this. Style is for you. Okay. Do I wish to look at anything else before I go? I mean, this stream in particular is at the 90-minute mark, but we did a setup stream that was 45 minutes before this. So do I want to get anything else out? I mean, all of these characters are based off of okay. Well, right now they're based off of some fun collaboration with the Mateo. Appreciation of the line art with the Mateo. Right now, that's what they're based off of. But they're all based off mental concepts, of course. We're having existential dread. We're having a perfectionism, and this one's supposed to be introspection. I suppose I could base it off of the word, but I think that's the furthest, or at least the newest. I went with my character design on these concepts before getting, I don't know, off track, let's say. Now there's Kaitai saying, "I remember these characters." Oh my gosh, why are you saying I'm old? Kind of like the Sanders sides, right? A little bit like the Sanders side. You know what? This is going really cool. I'm seeing a little bit of my character designs through your expressivity, the Mateo, and and line art and things like that. I'm getting some fresh perspectives. I think I tend to draw faces in a relatively still or stiff kind of way. All right, what kind of eyes do I want for this to begin with? All of them have somewhat large eyes, but okay, would it be a little bit funny to start your eyes as just like kind of a punctuation mark? This one, introspection, is supposed to be more of a calm and science-y figure, and so I can't tell what I want to put on this face to communicate that she's sort of done with everyone, perhaps. We can have one little triangle nose for now, perhaps. I'm gonna go through a couple of iterations of these faces, probably. But God, I was just reflecting on how it's been like 2 years since I've made some progress with these. But yeah, it's been a bit. I just wanna decide on something already. I've been all over the damn place, and distracted with things such as learning how to drive, and perhaps what I want to get back to is drawing a character. Perhaps that's what I'm here about. I think several of these have to be non-human. Several of these have to be very non-human. Alright. If they're mental concepts, they can have multiple forms, and that's like fun and stuff, and there's room for fun in all of this. Are we erasing this entirely and attempting some kind of an object head? Okay, because when I go for something like this, monitor sort of a head, maybe you have an articulating arm in the character design. Monitor sort of a head. When I go for something like this makes more sense to me for this character than the ponytail. And there's just sort of a, what is this, a outline of facial features? Yeah, that feels more right to me for the character of introspection, but we're still gonna dress you up like a little bit. You know what, let's try to be a little bit hot. I was trying to put some muscles. on this. Okay, go like this. Cool stuff. And that's like the vague idea of an arm, but it doesn't really go with the pose. What was the initial pose actually? I'm actively trying to end a stream. Okay, I'm passively trying to end a stream because that was a lie. That was a lie just now. That's what he's saying. My god, I kept reading the Kia hashtag as I mold, as in an action that you're doing, you mold, and not understanding the reference. Oh my god. There's Heck by saying, sure, I think you're doing great. Don't be hard on yourself. Not progressing projects you ostensibly care about is a universal artist experience. You know what? If we're not learning, and if we're not growing, at least we're kinning. Say it with me now. Thank you though, Heck Pie. Your reassurances, I will say, are always hitting, dare I say. Okay, maybe I would want to have like an object type form for each of these characters to just sort of see what they get into. You say and trust. As I say it, I could ask for nothing more. Fun times, damn it. Fun times, damn it. Alright. I don't think I have much time. I think I have even less time than I've ever thought. So I do say thank you very much for stopping by, and it's lovely to see the very developed arts and the skillful sketches happening around here. You know, I always love a Peridot with the giving us a little bit of ooh, dare we say. So some parting hearts on these arts in this charcoal sort of a way. Gosh, I can't believe we've got an ass waiter for some reason. There's why are you saying that? Don't give up. I don't have time for streaming anymore, for real. Here we go. And this has been like a strangely long session. Alright, Good night to you. Good to see you, and have a good weekend. How about it? Although I will try to be here on Sunday night if I get